Good evening, men. I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to visit with all of you. Um, all of us have been in the same boat as we've gone through the last year, and here in the state of Texas, we ended up having a 21-week season to get 14 games in. Um, our football team was fortunate enough to make it all the way to the 6A Division I state championship game, and we won back on January the 16th is when we played our state championship. So we've only been through for about a month now, but always look forward to having the opportunity to visit with coaches through the Nike Coach of Year clinics. And so I want to talk with you a little bit today about our 2x2 passing game. We break our passing game down into what we refer to as passing game families. And so we're going to start with the smash family. And the first concept we're going to talk about today is the play that we call Texas. Now, Texas is smash on one side and pipe spot swing on the backside. Okay, so our quarterbacks, the way that we're coaching our quarterbacks, they're calling all of our protections. Okay, first thing is we are going to call the protection to the smash side. That's how we teach it. So in this situation right here, our quarterback would call the protection, rip, 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 so that we would slide the protection right, okay, and then we would be able to get our back out to the pipe side. Many people call this route by the Y a bender. We refer to it as a pipe. It is 10 rolls to 18. Our number one receiver, our X, is on what we call a spot route at 5 yards, okay, over the top of the vertical stem of number 2. And then, of course, our back is swinging, okay. So our quarterbacks, first of all, it's determined on whether we got a 2-high look or a 1-high look. If we're in a 2-high look, he knows right now we're working 1 to 2 to 3 on the pipe side. If we get a 1-high look, he's working smash side all the way. The other thing that you'll hear me talk about as we go through these clips is we talk to our quarterbacks quite often about a 2/2 side trumps a 3/2 side. Okay, so as we go through, you'll see where in some situations all through the day on different concepts, I'll be talking a 2/2 trumps a 3/2. So we always want to try to work the 2/2 side. There'll be sometimes we hit it, sometimes we make some mistakes on it. And so here we go. First clip, red zone look, too high. Our quarterback is calling the play is 71 Texas. So the smash side is to the left. So on this side, so he'll call Liz, slide the protection. So he wants to get the back out to the right-hand side this side. So we're going to have a pipe, a spot, and a swing. Okay. Quarterback should be on a 3 and hold. Okay. Now, what we talk with our quarterbacks about is, as long as this rover, we refer to a defender on top of number 2 as rover. Okay. Call it the nickel, the outside linebacker, whatever you want to call it. The defender on top of number 2, if he carries a vertical stem of 2, that's going to bring us off the read. Obviously, in this situation, okay, the spot route gets him to sit down. Now it's just a matter of being patient. Nice job here in the pocket on our kid, stepping up away from pressure, keeping his eyes down the field. Same thing, we've got 71 Texas, the smash concepts on the left. So we're going to call Liz. Okay. We are going to slide the protection to the left. Okay. It's a 2-high look. So the one thing that in the way that we teach it, our quarterback knows right now, this side over here doesn't exist to me anymore. Not unless they bring a rover off that edge. Right now I'm working pipe, spot, swing to my right-hand side. My footwork should be a 3 and hold. That means 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to hold. okay, with a great base, and then I'm going to baby hitch into the throw. Hold. All I'm doing right now is I'm saying, are you going to carry the vertical stem? Is this rover going to carry the vertical stem of number 2? Okay. He does not. Okay. And then I deliver. I think it's real important as you see it from the end zone. You know, I tell our quarterbacks, you know, constantly, one of the coaching points that I use with them is see it, don't stare at it. You know, right now it's a too high look. You're working this side. Okay. I would like for him as he's dropping to be able to see that rover. But one thing is keep your face down the field. Keep this backside safety and this backside linebacker out of your throwing lane. Not a great job of that right there, but a good ball.
Coach, we got one question there.
All right, go ahead.
From Eddie Lopez, he says, hey, Coach, with the too high look, does it change the steps and the drop back of the QB?
No, it doesn't. We on all of our passing game, our kids, just like they would memorize a read, we memorize our footwork on all of it. And I'll kind of be talking about that as we go through the day. You're going to hear me say rhythm 3. You're going to hear me say 3 with a hitch, and then I'll also say I'll have where I am what I call a hold. Okay, and really all I'm doing on the 3 and hold is I want my guys to get extra good depth and then hold on it. Don't want to hitch ourselves into problems. We talk with our kids about hitching to get out of trouble, not and making sure we're staying safe. I think sometimes if you start hitching too soon, you're gonna get yourself into trouble. So I think there'll be some things that I can show you as we go through that will indicate that. Any other questions this time? Okay. Now, situation here, I'm seeing a too high look. I'm very, very much close to a 0 look right here. It's 61. Okay, so calling the protection to the right, rip, rip, rip. I've got a possibility of a 2/2. There it comes. Not going to take me off of, I've got exactly what I want. You see the running back come off, he picks it up. And there comes the pipe route. Okay. You know, one of the things that we ask our inside receiver, he's either, we want to sell smash, and we want to run the pipe. All right, here's a situation here where we've got a 2/2 look. All right, I've got 61 Texas. I'm calling the protection to the right, so I've got smash over here. Okay, well, we've got a great opportunity that we're fixing to have a 2/2. Okay, now it might end up being 0 coverage. They bring both outside linebackers. Bottom line is I tell our quarterbacks, it's the way I've coached them for a long time, guys. When we got man coverage, all bets are off. Pick out a matchup and go to work. And so in this situation right here, we've got the smash side, we've got the pipe side coming from the boundary. Okay, our kid is seeing this as being even though this rover didn't come, I mean, we've got about as good of opportunity to throw a smash concept as you could ever have. All right. So that is our Texas Texas, which is a combination between bender and a smash side. Now we're going to go to a mirrored. We call this slam. One of the things that I want to mention in our smash concepts, I believe that the hitch or the stop corner, the smash concept is one of the most used concepts in the country. Okay. I believe that offenses are really good at it, but I also believe defenses and kids with the 7-on-7 circuits and everything going on, I think cornerbacks get real good at being able to manipulate quarterbacks in this smash concept. I think they're getting better and better on being able to bounce off into the hole of the corner route. So one of the things that we try to do in our smash game is constantly change up the launch point of our outside receiver. Okay. I just don't believe anymore you can just run stops all day long and be successful in this. So in this situation, we call this slam. This is what we call a whip route. Outside receivers pushing in. He is looking like he's going to be running a spot. Okay. He's going to get 3 yards, 2 to 3 yards outside the original alignment of number 2, and he's going to whip out of this thing to the sideline. You know, one of the things that I tell our quarterbacks, son, and we're going to go to the boundary right here. Our quarterback it's a mirrored situation. So you're going to pre-snap pick the side you want. Okay. I mean, we're facing a team right here that's playing what we refer to as four read. They've been in and out of 4 lock, which a lot of press and playing cover 4. But simply all we're doing right here is reading the boundary corner. Nothing earth-shattering over that. Obviously, the rover comes out and makes a good play. This is going to be a 3 and a hitch as far as the footwork. Okay, here we go. Okay. You know, obviously a great red zone concept. Here's cover 0. Pick the side you want to work and then go to work. One thing I tell them, I know you understand that it's man coverage. Don't ever get caught without making sure that this cornerback is man. Okay. One of the things that we like the calling slam with the whip route, so that it makes a cornerback show what he's going to do. Okay. I mean, if he was trying to bluff this and bounce into zone coverage, well, we would know it pretty quick. If he's in man, he's gone. So right now, all I got to do is sit back and deliver the ball. Protection on anything that's mirrored, as a rule, we will call the protection to the field. Not necessary though. Our running backs checking down the box. Here's one that was called theoretically. This is slam. Theoretically, that boundary halfback is the slot receiver. I made this call just to get the slam on this side. I'll show you later how I'll run a combo play, and we'll run slam over here and gator over here. Because I don't believe that we're gonna have much chance of throwing a corner route to a split gun halfback. Anyway, we get what we want. Obviously, the corner at the top attaches. There we go. This is a kid that will be going into the getting ready for the draft right now. This is Sam Ellinger. When Sam played for us, this was his junior year in 2015. He's just got through at the University of Texas.
Coach, I got a few questions in here.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So we got how many of your families have the 1 high versus 2 high QB read progression?
There are, well, we've got several that I'm going to show you here later. They are what we call, where we get a little bit more into our combo, and I'll make sure that we get to those, where I have a 2 high beater on 1 high. So I'm there's really of the no doubt Texas does, and then there's probably five different concepts that we have that have 2 high and 1 high beaters, and where we have to make sure that we're looking at the roof.
Got it. Another one is, can you explain your gator concept? When do you and what makes you go to the out route?
Yeah, I'm going to get to Gator. Actually, if we'll hold on that, I'm
Okay.
going to get to Gator here in just a little bit. Okay. So I'll kind of hold on that. Here's just another look at slam. Again, down in the red zone, we like to run the whip route just to make sure we kind of clean it up a little bit for our quarterback, make sure the cornerback runs. Here's just double smash. Now, one of the things that we do each week, now this is first install stuff. This is when they're freshman year. This is sub varsity. Okay, that's how we run double smash. Now at the varsity level, each week our kids are going to ask. One of the first things they're going to ask is, "What are we doing on smash this week?" So one week we may have it where we're running 5-yard stop routes. The next week we're running 5-yard out routes. The next week, the main way we're going to run it is slam. So we got that built in, and we can just run whips. Or we can run one of the ways that I really like running it is running it off of what we call slant returns. We run a lot of slant routes, and where we're going to run a 5-yard slant, 3 steps into it, and then get back out. And I think there's a clip or two on that. So again, in this situation right here, this is simply mirrored, and we're picking out best look side. You know, they're a too high look. In this situation, actually a 0 look, too high becomes a 0 look. Pick the field. Nice job by the slot receiver on turning the hips to see what we were doing outside. Read the corner. Can't ever forget. There's nothing. We're running outs in this game. Okay, so we change it up quite a bit. We change it up week to week. We also will change it up during the game at times, just to double smash again. Pick the side you want. I'm gonna pick the field right here. I'm gonna read the corner.
Oh. Yeah.
Here's a slant, return. Okay. Look here, great look. One of the coaching points that we use for our inside receivers, or all of our receivers, is what we call an attitude slam. In this situation right here, this guy, our inside receiver, is running smash. Well, I think we'd all agree that safety right there is outside leverage. You can watch this guy threaten this, sell the pipe route, attitude slam, and create separation. You know, stepping on someone's toes. I love this clip because I mean he is getting, if you know, to me the only way to create separation is you've got to get inside his halo. You know, we talk about, you know, if he was a punt returner, and you got to get inside his halo to make him commit. Bam. And then creates the separation. Really nice look. All right, so Vegas, just real quick. Vegas is it's stops outside, verticals inside, and it is a part of our smash family. Obviously, we like Vegas against. I like combo in Vegas. If I've got a team that's a big quarters team, but it's a lot of bring rover from one side and 3 over 2, 2 over 2, where I can put Vegas on one side and then a zone beat on the other side. But we've had a lot of success with this play, obviously, in some situations where you're going to kind of let them hang a little bit. This is a 3rd and 3 critical situation. They come down in 0 coverage. That's our best receiver that we move around in this particular year, and he's lined up on a probably their least cover man out of these two corners and two safeties. And so we'll take this shot. I mean, I tell our kids all the time, quarterbacks, wouldn't you love to be throwing a fade route to an outside receiver where he was able to cut his split and then the corner played that far inside of him? You know, treat it like that. These two guys don't exist. You know, lay this thing outside with all that grass and let him go to work. We could have even had a better throw there. Okay, again, mirrored. This is a concept that's checked to quite often, you know, when we get the look we want. Okay, so they're playing, you know, man free, actually becomes zero free safety. But so we're working to the field. But again, look at all that grass, just like that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go through a few of our what we call our mirrored concepts. Okay, and again, don't confuse. I have been showing you a few mirrored, like double smash and slam, but those actually go into our smash family. This is mirrored on both sides. This is all sit. We use the word sit. This is 12-yard curl back to 10 across the board. Okay, the number 2 receiver. If my rover blitzes, my rule is to take my route -4, which I'm going to shut my route down at 8 yards on this particular play. Quarterback, okay, we are going to pick the side we want, and then we are going to read the rover to the side that we're working. In this situation right here, I can call the protection either way I want, and so I'm going to call it rock or rip right here. All my back is going to do is be checking down in the box. Okay, so I'm working the field. The coaching point, if he crosses the vertical stem of number 2, throw it to number 2. If he stays inside the vertical stem of number 2, throw it to number 1. If he blitzes, throw it to number 2. The footwork should be 3 and a hitch. Okay, so I'm reading the field rover. By the time I hit my back foot and hitch, he does not get past the vertical stem, so I go outside. So in our quarterback right here, as he approaches the line of scrimmage, okay, he approaches the line of scrimmage, he's calling rip, rip, rip. So he's doing what he's coached to. He's going to slide this thing to the field because we try to play with tempo. We don't want him slowing down while thinking, get the protection call, and now pick the side I want. My pre-snap, I had picked the right-hand side. I'm not even worried about the left anymore. This is not a full field read. This is a pre-snap full field read. It is a post-snap half field read. We have some of our concepts are full field. Most of them are half field. Again, he works the boundary right here. I would have preferred, I would prefer him work the field. If he had to work the field, our inside receiver to this side should be cutting his route off at 8 yards. That ball, if he was going to the field, it should be thrown there right now. Okay. He works the boundary. Okay, gets the completion. We're good. We end up, what I call it is they're a 3-down bunch, walk a backer up, bring him, and then they end up being in a 4-2, but they stretch the inside linebacker, and he ends up becoming the read. Excuse me. Here's another look. Okay, I'm gonna call my protection. Rip, rip, rip. Again, not great. Ends up being in it really kind of a 3/2, 2/2. He picks the side that he wants to work. The one thing I don't want him to be late to say he's picked the boundary. Not sure why that the boundary corner squatted. They weren't necessarily a cover 2 team or a quarter halves team, but we ended up okay on that. Okay, next. Again, pick the side I want to work. There it is right there. That was my read. He crossed the vertical stem of 2, so I'm going to 1. Okay, I'm going to get to a few other of our, excuse me. I want to get to, there's Gator. All right, let's talk about Gator, just straight Gator. That is a glance route by 1. And what we do on Gator, it is 8 rolls to 16. And that's the term we use is rolls. Okay. The number 2 is running a 5-yard square out. Okay. So rule, this is not a play that I'm going to start the game in before I know. And if someone is just a straight cover 4 team, never gets out of it, probably not going to call this a whole lot. I like to call it against people who are going from a 2 high look to a 0 high look. I like it against people who are going to go from a 2 high look to a what I call 40 coverage. It may say they went 0 to the boundary and played quarters to the field, and then we just able to attack. Okay, but as I tell our quarterbacks, guys, this is not a quarters beater. If they played 4 deep, 4 deep, 3 under, we've got to throw the out route. We can't throw a glance route into a quarters safety. Okay, situation here. Okay, and this is exactly why we would have it in a game plan. This particular team we're playing is really big on wanting to bring someone from the perimeter most every down. Okay, so all I'm doing is quarterback. I'm picking the 2 over 2 side, and I'm going to work on the out. Okay. Next play. I'm not going to go. That's just we end up getting away with one right there. Excuse me for putting it on there. All right, here is a 20 personnel look. We're a pretty big 20 personnel team. He is just the inside receiver. He's going to run his flat route from here. Okay, I got a 0 look showing. Okay. Again, I've called the protection load, Liz, slid it here. Okay. This is a free release guy. This is the protector. Okay. We're going to slide the protection to the field. If he gets out, all he's doing is checking down. He's going to be in the flat. He is running the glance route. And we get exactly what we want. Should be a rhythm 3 on the footwork. Okay. All right. Now, 1 high look. Okay. 1 high look. Now I've got to manipulate the free safety. Okay. Now, as I would ask my quarterback, is this 1 high man or is this 1 high zone? Let's see real quick. I just tell them, so what, we're starting quarterback training this next week. We've got a month-long quarterback school. We start on Monday, March 1st. If any of you are can get to Westlake, you're more than welcome. Come watch us anytime, 10:45 to 11:45. All right, that guy's in man, I would think. That guy's in man. He's trying to disguise with his eyes, So bottom line is we go through our deal is that cover 3 or is that man free? Well, that's man free. All right. So all I got to do is I've got to look off the free safety. So let's just go to the end zone. Okay. I just got to move him a little bit. One of the things as a coaching point, I talk with our quarterbacks, you have a stripe on your helmet. All right. You have a stripe on your helmet. Okay. One of the things I found out in all these years of coaching quarterbacks, if you tell him look off the free safety, Some young ones will literally, they'll come out there and they'll drop, they'll keep their face right downfield and they'll look out of the corner of their eyes. I say, he don't see your eyes. You got to take your face mask and your helmet and place it to a different part of the field. So take your stripe and move him with your stripe. That's a coaching point that I'll use. Take your stripe, move him. Okay. I'm taking my stripe and I am moving it. And I'm getting him to move just enough as I come back to complete a 16-yard glance route. All right, here's a situation right here. We're reading this as 2 over 2. Excuse me, 2 high look. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and commit. Okay. I'm thinking the rover to the field is coming. Well, he doesn't. They're in just straight quarters, so I'm just going to take the out route. All right. Glance. I'm not going to go. That's just another way to run it. It's another way to run Gator. We run it with bubbles also. Okay, I want to get to our combo stuff. I'll come back to box if I have time. The combo game is one that we've started for the last probably 6 years. And what we're trying to do, guys, is we are putting a 1 high beater on one side, a 2 high beater on the other side, or depending on what we're trying to get done with the plate, a man beater versus a zone beater. Okay, so in this situation right here, okay, we are going to run Gator to the boundary, and we're going to run sit to the field. Okay, so if we get a man look to the boundary, you go to work. Okay. If we didn't, let's see, and what is telling us right now is the depth of that safety. Okay. Is that I am expecting that rover to come and that safety to have to be down. Okay. And so we come in with the glance in behind it. Okay, now let's just say for discussion's sake, safety stays back. Rover's a little bit wider. Okay, I'm going to work the sit side because that's my zone beater. All right. Let's go. Same play. I'm sorry. Okay. Sit Gator. All right. Sit on the left. And the way that we do it, just so you understand, and the way we coach it, it's just like your left to right. Okay. The first concept you see up top, right up here, that's sit. One on the right's Gator. Okay. So quarterback, I'm looking at this as a 2 high look. Okay. This is a 2 high look right now. Okay. Now, did it become 3 over 2? Did it become 2 over 2? Yes, it did. 2 over 2 ought to trump, okay, 3 over 2. There we go. Now, I'm glad we got this clip. So what I'm saying right here is if this had to just stay cover 4, the whole look is cover 4, we'd have worked the sit side. That would have been my 2 high look. Now that it's gone into a man look, I'm going to work the man side, and that's why I got Gator. Now, here's a coaching point that we think is important. If you are the outside receiver and we're running the play Gator, this number 2 has a 5-yard out. If you've got press or a hard inside leverage, just go over the top, run post. Don't try to screw around and mess with the free access run that he has. Okay, so our quarterback knows right now he's going over the top and it's just going to turn into post. Okay. All right, so I've given you sit Gator. There's, just this probably one of our most common calls is sit Gators, play safe call. This is a call that we like down in the red zone. It's called Gator slam. You got Gator on one side, slam on the other. Basically, what I'm telling my quarterback, okay, if we're playing a team that's playing quite a bit of man free, man in general, okay, got a one high look right here. Basically, you get a one high look right here. Pick the side you want. I don't like what his feet are doing right here. There's no reason for him to do that. Okay. Here's Gator slam. Okay, got Gator on the left, slam on the right. Should have worked up top. All right, here's going to smash post, smash to one side, double post. Well, this would be a pipe. This is not a great drawing. This would be 10 rolls to 18. This would be a near upright post. Okay, again, one high versus two high. Okay, now you got a zero look. He takes the post side. Okay, gets away with that because they, basically they go zero but don't bring anybody. Now, one thing I like about this here's a rule on post smash. Okay, so we got post over here. The protection will always go away from post. Okay, so that the running back can get out to the field. Tell our quarterbacks, I said, a long time ago when I played, I always wanted, I wanted to know from my coach, what would you really like to have happen on this play? And he said, yeah, I'd really like to have the post thrown. Okay. Well, why wouldn't it be thrown, coach? Well, son, if they line up in a too high look, you probably shouldn't be throwing post into a half safety. All right. And so, but I'm giving you something over on the other side to work with. All right, here's a good look right here. All right. So we got too high look. Got post coming from the boundary. I'm going to read the boundary safety. When he sets down right there, I'm going over the top. So my read is safety. If this safety had gotten out, they'd maybe just in a real soft cover 4, or maybe they were in some kind of quarter halves, maybe quarters to the field, halves to the boundary. He's getting out. This ball would have gone to the pipe route. Okay, and then you can see the running back getting out. This clip is from about 4 years ago. This past season, our 2020 state championship team, we threw a ton of balls to the running back in the flat. Our number one tailback caught 40 balls for over 600 yards, and all of those just coming from the backfield. Smash, post, too high look. Now, let's say this. Let's say that this side became 2 over 2, and it does. He could throw the smash side. Situation here, they bring 6. He decides he's going to sit in and let the post work. I do have 6 hats for 6 hats. Don't really like exposing that front knee to that kind of trauma, but we came out of it. Smash post. Again, running back, get out. It's going to draw this rover out of the, Okay. So we like the double post scheme. Okay, like that. Okay, it's been really good to us. Okay. Just tell son, you got a pre-snap read. Okay, here's smash dig. Okay, now I could put different concepts over here. The thing we want to do in this deal is we want to throw dig. Okay, so in this situation right here, I've got dig to the field, smash to the boundary. Okay, I got the too high look. Good. I got everything I want. Got everything I want. I call my protection, rock, 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 so I can get my back out. Basically, that guy right there is going to tell me what I'm doing. This inside receiver, we tell him, you're running a Vegas route, which is a straight ass vertical. You're not getting the football. You are taking this guy and you are running. You've got to be the most unselfish guy on the field. We are taking our number one, okay, and we're a slight bend inside, okay, and we're running to 14, rolls it to 18, okay, and then the running back is in the flat. Okay, now if they went one high, if they did anything over here, I've got a smash concept or whatever I want. It doesn't have to be smash, but in this situation it is. We're wanting to work dig. Okay, we got everything we want. Got the protection called. This is 3rd down and 10. Excuse me.
Coach, just so you know, we have 4 minutes left.
Okay, all right. I got a few of these dig smashes is what I want to show. Then I'll take any questions if you want me to. Clear it through. You know, to me, it's the little things within this passing game that our back, he gets deployed right now. Well, first of all, Mike linebacker gone. Okay, Rover, he affects him, and just look at the window that, to me, and I told the next morning that guy made the play by just opening that huge window and getting deployed into the route on time. Okay, dig smash again. So we're going to go dig here. Excuse me, dig to the left, smash to the right. I got a too high look. I know right now I'm working the dig side. Already got my rover. Okay, already got my rover down. He decided he's not going to run the vertical stem. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the safety. Very nice. All right. Up top, dig up top, smash here. Too high look. It stayed too high. Okay. Here's a clip right here. All right. So quarterback gets what he wants. He's going to call the protection. Rip, 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 slide it, backs, check and protection. He's going to get out. Rover gets depth, kick it out, 13-yard gain. Nice one. Smash on the left, dig on the right. Okay, really not nice look right here. Inside receiver, great job being unselfish. Runs off the safety, comes underneath it, and once again, I'll just leave you with this. This has been good. Dig, smash. This smash could be there could be several other things we could use. I don't want to run anything that's going to bring either one of these routes to the middle of the field, obviously. Okay, but there are different concepts that I can run to the man side. Okay, so gosh, that went quick. I hope that, guys, like I always say, if you get one little old nugget out of this last 45 to 50 minutes you can take back to your kids and make them better, I hope that I provided that. I know that's what I've tried to do all of my careers. When I go to clinics, I don't try to reinvent the wheel, but maybe one little thing that I've said maybe helps you out. My email is tdodge@eanes, that's EANESISD.net. I'm in the Westlake High School in Austin, Texas.